Metallica! You ready, California? Oh no, that's the Scorpions. Anyway, I dug way back in the archives of requests here. I don't even know if this subscriber's still around. He probably just thinks, man, he's not going to do my request. I do them, man. I do them. You never know when I'll be picking your requests. So this is Metallica, the Four Horsemen. This is for subscriber Raylan443. That's R-A-L-A-N. You've probably been waiting a good 10 months to 12 months for this, man. Remember when this album came out from Metallica? It's probably 82 or 83. I'd only been playing guitar for maybe a year or so. And I heard him on this, if I'm not mistaken, KMET or KLOS. It was a station in Southern California. And I heard, I think it was Hit the Lights. It was the first song I heard. And I loved the energy that Metallica had, because I hadn't heard that type of energy brought in. And boom, man, they just, you know, took off from there. But I remember buying this album. As a matter of fact, I probably still have it up in these rafters here. So, tune standard for this. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I'll be in a bit, you guys. Yeah. Here we go. Later. This whole song's full of cool parts where it's like no, it was the other part. It was like I don't know, something like that. Anyways, you guys ready? I'm going to explain to you what we just did. I don't know if we'll be able to get through all those parts, because what a mess behind me, huh? I'll fix it. I'll clean it. I'm sorry, guys. Camera's crooked and everything right now, man. Man, bro. Hold up. My camera's about to go, so pretty soon you're going to be seeing an even better quality. So deal with the crookedness. I don't get what it's doing right now. Okay, so when you start, we're starting with some power chords. C5, G5, D5, and C5. They're just root 5 power chords. 3A, 5D. Move that up to 3E, 5A. 5A, 7D, and back to 3A, 5D. So that's your first 4 power chords. That's how it starts. And that's all we're going to do. See ya! Just kidding. Alright, so this really cool part here, we got to do some palm muting and whatnot. And it goes. I would say we're going to split this into like 4 quarters, okay? It'd probably be the easiest for you to memorize that way. You're going to palm mute, kind of a heavy palm mute, which Hetfield was very heavy-handed when he palm muted. Plus, it helps having the amps they got. Although back in this album, it was probably Marshalls, but they moved to Boogies after. But go 7A and 5A, and go ahead and set them both down. You're going to be hitting string 6 and string 5, and alternate picking here, or strumming, and you're going to go back and forth. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and, or however you want to count it. See how many times the third finger you know, comes up and goes back. 1. So 7 times of that coming down, right? And then after that 7th time of this coming down, you're going to stay on the 5th fret 2 times. So actually 3 times. So and then that's the first quarter of it, right? And then let's try it again. Then it'll go 7 5 7 5 7 5 7 5. So this is 4 times of that 7th fret. You know, all along you're playing the open E and the A string, string 6 and 5. So the second quarter is, and then go 6 7 on the E, palm muted, and then 5A hammer to 7, 7D pull off to 5, and then 7A pull off to 5. And you can hear like the start of some pinch harmonics, you know, on like a, or primarily on that 7D. It's not like a screaming in your face Dimebag Darrell one, but you know what I'm saying. So that's the second quarter of it. So and then the third quarter, I'll show you what that one is. 7 5 7 5 7 5, and then 7E 5A. Actually, it might just be the 7E. Yeah, just the 7E, and then back to the 5A. So, and when you hit the 5A, hit the open E with it. Palm muting, consistent, right? Through all of it except for the power chords. So, and when we go into the, let's try it again. Okay, and then the next part is back to the 7 5 on the A. 3 times of that. 1 time meaning. Okay, so 3 of those. 7E, and then an open A, no palm mute. And he hits that in transition to go back to the first 4 power chords, the C, G, D, and C. So let's do that part. We have see how it links back in. So was that 3 quarters or 4 quarters? Basically like 3 quarters, unless you want to count the last 2 groups we did here as a quarter. 1 being the, and then the next one. But that open A is in there. Listen close. It's kind of a natural thing that the longer you play on guitar, you start to do these little things like catching an open, even with strumming on chords. For a country song example, sometimes you'll catch a few open strings to keep the momentum and the flow going in the rhythm. So slow down, it may seem like, huh? That's not in there, but it is in there. Listen close. If you can't hear it, you just have to take my word for it, but it's in there. All right, let's play all that. Okay, next part. It's a good lesson to be working on the triplets with the alternate picking, gallops, you know. So we're going to move into that with some power chords. 7A, 9D, that's your E5 power chord. Go down, up, down on the open E palm muted, and then hit that power chord. At the same time, you'll be hitting the A and the D string. So down, up, down, down. Don't go, I suppose you could. Doesn't really matter on that one. It's not going to affect the dynamics whatsoever. So you can have it down, up, on the power chord, or down, up, down. If you go down, up, down, little more impact on the choppiness of it, but not a big deal. All right, so that's 3 times of that. Okay. Then move that power chord a whole step flat to 5 and 7 AD. Try it again. Hit it twice, and then go back, start it again. 3 times, right? And then go to 3, 5 AD, 5, 7 AD. So. And then back to the 7, 9. 3 times. Then jump up to 10, 12 AD to 7, 9 AD. Okay, that's the 3rd quarter of this section. Let's play those. And then you're back to the first 4 chords that started the beginning of the song. Alright? That's going to repeat. Then the next part comes up. And this is where it kind of lays back a little bit. 7A, 9D. Just hit that. So, 3, 4. Whole note. Count to 4 and then go up, down, and then transition to 5, 7 AD. Do the exact same thing there. Then do the up, down, switch to the C5, which is 3, 5 on the AD. And same thing there, and then move into the 2, 4. So. The old trusty metal pick scrape between the E and A string, and then start it over. Now when you get to the C5, you're going to go 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, all on the A and D. And then jump up to this G power chord, 3, E, 5, A. So that the ending's altered, okay? Alright, so that's everything, really, unless you want to learn this part really quick. Sorry for the crookedness on the camera, man. That looks weird. Open E. This part reminded me, there's a band called Loudness. They're called Loudness, Akira Takasaki, amazing guitar player. When my brother was in the Marines back in the 80s, he sent me the cassette tape from Loudness. And now I had already heard of them, and I asked him if he could get a tape. It was actually purchased in Japan when he was overseas. And there was a song on there, and I can't remember the name of it. It might have even been the guitar solo that Akira Takasaki did. It reminded me of this. But this is good practice for the alternate picking and the choppiness that Metallica, old school Metallica, was notorious for. So open E, it's all about beats here. So down, and then down, up, down, up, down. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you know what I mean? 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. But once it's repeating, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all how you break it down in your cranium, guys. So if you want to look at it as the 1 by itself and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it might be easier. And I like to really silence them by, you see this hand coming down, just to do some muting. So I could just go, but it doesn't cut the note off as much. So you want to silence it to make it real choppy and staccato-y and all that type of stuffish. And he'll jump into an 8-10 on the AD, slide it a half step flat to 7-9, and then hit it again once you're there. Now he does that twice, so you would have. Then he goes, he alternates, he'll go. You'll end up doing the 8-10 on the AD twice, so. You gotta time that right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of hitting that 5th hit, go into the power chord twice. Then you're alternating it. So here's what I mean. I'll play a little slower. Try to watch the pick hand. But when you go through these power chords and you finish them, start with the 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Another thing is when you're doing it at the start, like I had my hand over here, but in reality, keep it up here near this power chord so you'll be able to hit it instantly. So. Just kidding, just harmonizing there. So anyways, that's it. Work on it, break it down, and you know, get the beats and stuff. You kind of want to, if you can get those in your mind first, they tend to play out better when you have the instrument in your hands. And that's half the battle, is what I tell my students, is if you can get it up here, it's going to start to flow natural to where you're not having to think about everything, but take the time to think about it first, all right? Few things. We're running a special until June 15th, 2014 at rockinguitarlessons.com. A really killer discounted price. We had 100 of them. You'll have to go check it out. It's $13.95. I think you pay yearly. It says it on there. I don't know how many are left, but there are some left. And then the price is going to go back up to, I'm not sure yet. But go to rockinguitarlessons.com, and site's really cool. I'm very pleased with it, and so far you guys seem very happy with it. And you guys can email me and tell me some things you'd like to see, because I'm one of those teachers that really, I do want to cater to what you guys want. So you guys give me ideas of some stuff you want to learn. You're paying members, and I'm going to bring that stuff to rockinguitarlessons.com. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's still growing, and it'll continue to do so. While you're there, be sure to fill out the contact information, because we will be doing some giveaways in the future, guitars and strings, different effects, and you don't want to miss out on that. So fill out the contact information. It's safe and secure. No one else gets it. We just have it, and that way we can send out our blanket messages to everyone that's filled it out, and let you know what and when and where. If you're looking for some private instruction for guitar or bass or vocals, me and my wife handle that. She teaches vocals. I do guitar and bass and some drums. It's on Skype, and they're private lessons. It's a really good way to go. It's primarily the way I'm teaching now. I still teach out of my studio a little bit. I have some private students that I've had for 6, 7, 8 years that I still teach, but Skype is really a cool way of going. It's a way that I started teaching because of you guys on YouTube asking me. I wasn't even going to go that route, and it's turning out to be very, very effective. There's really no substitution for the private one-on-one instruction. Although rockinguitarlessons.com, we're trying to keep it very, as it grows, we're going to have a forum and live feedback where you can send me videos of you playing and stuff. But the lessons on Skype are going great. If you go to the website, click on the Skype Lessons tab, it'll give you all the information, the requirements, the price breakdowns. You get a discount if you pay for the month and this and that. Anyways, all that can be found there. I also offer what's called CVT lessons. And that's if you're too busy, man, you can't fit in like a set schedule for taking private lessons on Skype. They're custom video tablature lessons. I just charge the Skype rate for lessons, which is $59 per hour. Anyways, that information is at the website too, and it's just custom video tab. I tab stuff out by year and write it, scan it, send it to your email. I subgroup everything, timestamp it, make it in little bite-sized pieces. I shoot a video to accompany it and upload that to YouTube, so you got both of them, and they're very, very effective. You can work at them at your leisure when you have the free time. So my email, mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. My Skype name is Rockin Guitar Lessons. Jolene's, if you're interested in vocal lessons, is Rockin JoJo. All this stuff I'm telling you though can be found at rockinguitarlessons.com, even the videos here on YouTube. So head on over there. bring your traffic over to rockinguitarlessons.com, and I hope you enjoyed the lesson. And I try to keep them coming at you. Now that the website's launched, I don't get out here as much as I used to, but I'm not giving up on it, because not everyone can afford to take lessons, and I'm going to keep taking care of you guys as well. Alright, so until next time, Mike Gross here. I'll jam a little bit of this for you on the outro. I almost just knocked this thing over. That would have finalized, it would have definitely finalized the life of this poor video camera of mine. Alright guys, catch you later.